catch you!
Oh, you son of a bitch!
God be with you, sir.
I've brought you your favourite flower.
Really? Let's see. Ah, yes, valerian. Fresh, it smells almost as nice as my Vlasta. I mean, while he was alive. May God grant him heaven.
Right. Right. And how about that memory of yours? Is it any better now?
Of course it is. I see it all now. Vlasta always brought me flowers and said, Květuška, put on your best dress, we're going dancing. Oh dear, I still have that dress, but I haven't worn it in years.
Well, why don't you put it on? I'm sure it'd suit you just as well as it used to.
Oh no, lad. It's had its day. Full of holes. The buttons on the sleeves are gone. I'd look like a ragged beggar. I wanted to mend it, but I can't even thread a needle anymore. My hands shake too much.
I'll happily... if it helps you remember...
All right.
I mended your...
Lad, you've got golden hands. It's as good as new.
And what about the shrine? Have you remembered yet?
Such a lovely dress. Shame I've lost isn't here. Love to dance in it one last time.
All right. I'll dance.
Lad, I can barely...
Well, then I'll at least recite you some verses.
That'd be lovely. I'm ready. You can start.
So, there was a pretty girl who lived alone with her granny. Together through good and ill, though longings she had many. When the maid became a woman, she found herself a fellow. He brought her flowers, this man, to scent her feather pillow. And soon it came to pass they were joined in matrimony. She became his queen, this lass, he her king, her one and only. I trust you'll not forget to live your life with love. Now it's time, you said, where I'll find Velus's grove.
Lad, you talk like a preacher. I haven't felt this kind of life in my veins since Vlasta. Now the neighbors will be whispering that I've got a suitor in my old age.
Good heavens.
But you're really clever. Your ma and pa must be so proud of you.
I hope so. Since we're having such a nice chat, tell me, do you remember any pagan shrine nearby?
Wait, that does ring a bell.
No.
Do you mean the protector of cattle, Velus? My grandma told me about him, and even took me there once. Because he had horns, see? I thought he was the devil himself.
God.
But where was it? She used to take me to a rocky... No, by Nebuchadnezzar Fortress. There's a little stream near the spring. There was some kind of pagan statue. No, you know what? You'd better take a look south of Lower Semine Pond. To the east of it, there are marshes with a stream running through them. If you follow it and keep your eyes open, you'll definitely find something. There are always loads of deer and roe there. It's bound to be there.
Oh, God, thank you.
Wait a moment.
Oh, no.
I just remembered who else asked me about Velus. A
Me? Well,
No.
careful.
From the short time he was here, it was clear something wasn't right with him. His eyes were full of sorrow. If he's hanging around you, you'd better be careful. You silly doggy.
God bless. Good day. The Lord be with you.
I have a bit.
What game would you...
I actually.
Good day. God be with you.
What do you need?
I need a bar.
Certainly.
I'd like.
My girl.
Well, I really.
Great.
I'll gla-
You certain.
My God. Well, it happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Go.
Whoa!
A boulder in the middle of a stone circle. This didn't get here by chance.
What have you found, boy?
Damn. No horned head here. Whatever was here, it's got nothing to do with Velas.
Fuck off before I kill you! You're fucked up now, arsehole! You wanna try me? You can't stand up to this!
What's that by the stream? Some kind of idol? No, this doesn't look important enough. Looks more like a small pilgrimage site than an actual shrine.
Whoa!
My respects.
Oh, you pooch.
Nice horses you have there. Think they can carry one more?
These nags? Sure they can. Hop on.
Would you happen to have room for me? We're headed the same way.
Hop on, there's plenty of room.
Who's there?
Are you yanking my pistol? Shit, what bastard!
Everyone, get over here! We've got an intruder!
Get out of here, mutt! No one wants to hear your barking.
Fuck you, whoreson! Alert! Alert! I'll cut your balls off! Alert! To arms!
You want to try me?
Surely this is it. I need to see it from close up. Oh, Corva. I found the shrine, but there's a man here with a knife in his head. Good thing I dealt with those murderers before I brought Voita here.
Good to see you.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Take care then.
Oh, you mutt. Wow. That's not bad.
Excuse me.
I know where the Vela shrine is. There was a small band of bandits there, but don't worry. I took care of them.
Bandits? And tell me, did one of them have a distinctive helmet?
I don't think so. They look like any other local thugs. Why'd you ask?
Oh, it's nothing.
Sure.
Damn. I painted him with an extra tooth. Well, let's just say it's a happy little accident. Divine justice served by an apple.
Is it done yet?
What do you think?
Wow. Now that's what I call a painting. Not that I know much about it, but I really like it. You managed to capture the shapes and also the colours. What do I know? I've seen a few pictures, sure, but the most I've done myself is paint a house wall brown.
Well, that's just one step away from picking up a brush.
While painting, you seemed so calm, but now you seem a bit off. Is something wrong?
Nothing. Just... this place speaks to me.
What, you mean... literally?
Just like we're talking now. I hear this place too. It tells me of the history of this shrine, of Velez and his underworld. There's so much. Still not sure if it's a blessing or a curse.
Well, it's certainly not both. So, did you find what you were looking for?
What I needed, yes. What I hoped for, sadly no. It's not the kind of peace that will endure through the ages.
Chin up. Maybe the lords at Trotsky will like it, and you'll make good money from it.
Oh, the lords will like any kind of hack work. I'm toiling over this for entirely different reasons.
What reasons? Why are you chasing some grand masterpiece?
Let's just say I'm doing it for my own peace of mind.
And what now?
I'm done here, so I'll head back to the castle. If you'd like, I could paint something on your shield while I'm there. Maybe a horned head? And while you're at it...
Oh, no. You've got another job for me, haven't you?
I thought you'd be pleased. You're the one who asked me for something like this not too long ago. But don't worry. I've just got this one little idea, and I want to know what you'll think of it.
Don't you want to tell me right now?
No. I need to sort it out a bit first. Otherwise, you'd start thinking I'm mad.
What do you mean, start? I already think so.
You see? And even so, you'll be kind enough to give me a bit of time. It'll save you time in the end.
All right.
You're a dead man!
Do I know you?
Don't remember me, you fucker! You silly... Where did that come from? Fuck! I'll kill ya! Get him! Now you'll die.
Christ! I'm bleeding!
Whew. Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin. Oh, you pooch.
And at the dawn of the seventh...
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. I was just thanking you. If it weren't for you, I'd have given up the ghost.
Don't...
So valiant and yet...
Worthy of what?
The rare opportunity I'm about to offer you. I purvey wares from the most mysterious ends of the earth. The water of life, a magical cudgel, a stone that turns anything into gold, and all sorts of other wonders. All this could be yours, and for you, my hero, at a bargain price.
I think I'll be...
What? You're covered in blood, my friend.
I'm looking for someone who organises riding competitions around here. I spoke with Mikolai, and he said you're in charge of something like that here.
Daban horse. I am Bibrek.
Henry.
I'm glad to meet anyone who wants to honor the long tradition of mounted archery. Bow, crossbow, arrow, bolt, horse. A steady hand and sharp eyes. You gallop, you shoot. Targets fall and the groschen pile up. There aren't many these days who would challenge me and my mare first of 1,000. The Cubans are lazy, and Mick from the Nomads is just the same.
Why do the Cumans bother you? Aren't you one yourself by any chance?
I am Yassian, and my horse first of 1,000 is Kengli.
What's Yassian?
You see, we Yassians are something like bulls, and Cumans, Mordvins, Skipchaks, and Seljuks too. Those are sheep. But you must know that. After all, you have already had the honor of dealing with that Vasco's band.
So you're like quarrelling neighbours. How did you ever end up here?
The Lord of the Heavens, Stangri, put me in his bow and shot me westward.
And why?
So I might spread his renown in mounted archery here, of course. So, what do you shoot with then?
A bow.
Nice. But between us, do not let Mikolai get his hands on it, or he will poke his eye out.
Mikolai wasn't too thrilled about you either.
He's a decent enough rider, and that is about the only good thing I can say about him. Well, at least he's not a Cuman.
All right, but what about the race? How does it work here?
One thing at a time. There is an altar in the woods over there that I built to the great Yassian marksman, Karachin. Every rider must bow to it before the competition. That is our custom. So, what do you say? Shall we go?
Let's go to the altar.
Follow me. Here it is. Karachin's altar in all its splendor.
So, what should I do then? Is a bow enough, or should I pray as well?
You need not pray, but repeat after me. May this altar belonging to Karachin, the greatest archer of the Yassian tribe, be in this land an everlasting reminder of his glory on earth and in the power of God.
Damn it, Bibrek! Užarava zhoj od Askushineha.
Do not interrupt, Mikolai. And get lost while you're at it.
I'm not going anywhere. And you stay here too.
What's the matter? Did something happen?
I built this altar here. It is Karachin's grave!
You only claim it after I dedicated it to Zamur. Before that, you did not care about it.
I dug up 4 arrowheads here, a harness and a kinjal. It is clear.
I heard Zamur spirits hammering horseshoes here. And in the morning I found scattered coal.
I scattered it myself to drive away evil forces from Karachin's grave, you fool.
One more word and... Look around. Only dark, dangerous woods everywhere. But the spirit of Zamur protects us. In camp, on the road, and during races. Reason enough for him to have this altar.
So that is why you're holding your races up there. You fear the woods, so you would rather run your horse across a field. This is the grave of Yassian war leader and warrior. This altar belongs to him.
Only you are shooting at straw dummies and targets stuck together with manner. Oh, mighty warrior.
You see, I'm training. For the likes of you.
Fellas.
Sorry, Henry, this has not...
But this is actually useful for us. Let him...
So tell us, Henry, which is better? Straight up honest horse racing or hoofing around shooting at targets?
I'll give you hoofing around.
Why, a nightly tournament, of course.
Huh?
A jab.
What?
They charge each other, lower their lances.
That sounds like a damn quick way to meet the Lord.
Listen, I see it matters a lot to both of you.
Ask around the camp.
Not a chance.
But you haven't asked anyone yourselves, have you?
Why bother? There is no judge here who would understand.
Then I shall decide.
What do you think?
But since we already have you here, Henry...
You'll probably not find anyone better.
I saw you drinking with the Cumans, so perhaps you will truly be impartial.
And who would he side with anyway? You are more Cuman than I am.
Perhaps he already knows our Waida. Marika did not return, but he did not refuse him help.
He did it for the money anyway, and he messed it up as well. So, how shall we do this?
You and I shall prepare a few challenges for Henry, so he understands what is at stake. If he...
Very well. Whatever judgment...
So I'm to try both racing and mounted archery, and whichever I enjoy more will take precedence.
The spirit of Zamur will make sure you lean toward the racing.
Ha! As soon as you hit the first target, you will feel Karachin's blessing.
So, which will...
First, I...
Mounted archery, of course.
Pashtu ograi chaban...
I said it first.
First.
So, where shall I begin?
Jov penel kayo lukos.
Will you set up a course?
At night? You want me to say... Come by daylight, that will... Take care, sir.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be good.
Doggy. Good boy.
Greetings to you.
My bod.
Certainly.
I'd like.
Excellent.
I'll gladly.
Excellent. Phew. I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat.
Have you decided what you need my help with?
Aye, at least I think so.
What's that stuff that you keep drinking?
Oh, just something. For courage. Better tell me, do you know the saying, the ends justify the means?
I've heard it.
I've always hated it. But lately I've been wishing it were true, and that God would be gracious to me.
That sounds like you need a priest, not me.
What I really need is paints. I'm running out.
And what has God's grace to do with paint?
Well, I want to try something. Unconventional. You know, pigments are often mixed with egg yolk. It makes the paint more durable and resistant to mold. And I want to use an egg that probably no one has tried before. And before you ask, just about everything from the bird kingdom has already been tried. I've fallen out of trees chasing that idea.
That would explain a lot.
I know exactly what I need. But I can't do it all alone. Painting isn't just about colors and forms. Mostly it's about bringing light out of darkness. In short, I want a basilisk egg.
A basilisk egg? That's nonsense, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be. Think of it as us being pioneers.
And is it really necessary to pioneer a thing like that?
Don't worry. We won't let the creature hatch. Aren't you at least curious about what could happen? Nobody's ever tried something like this before.
Yeah, I can imagine why. Why should I be the one to look for the egg?
You know how it goes when I set off somewhere. I'd end up stuck in a swamp with a broken leg. Besides, the countryside is crawling with bandits these days.
And you're not just saying that to shift God's wrath onto me, are you?
You can't fool God's wrath by making someone else your errand boy. And human wrath? You'll handle that better than I would.
First you nearly get eaten by wolves. Now you're dabbling in black magic. What's wrong with living an ordinary life?
I don't know anything like that, and I don't want to, thank you very much. Art is always wrought from suffering.
Trying to talk you out of this is probably a waste of time, isn't it?
I see you've got me all figured out.
Figured out, maybe. But I'm none the wiser for it. Look, don't take it the wrong way. I'd help you if I could. But I reckon the last basilisk around here died ages ago. I've certainly never seen one at any merchant's stall.
Well, that's because basilisks don't lay eggs. They hatch from eggs laid by a black cockerel and brooded by a toad.
Where can I get a cockerel egg, of all things? And how do I even tell it apart from a hen's egg?
It's easier than you think. People at the castle talk about all sorts of interesting things. They say a rather unusual black cockerel runs around the yard of some Slavic in Samin. I'd start by asking him.
Who, the cockerel?
Very droll.
Can you tell me where to find a toad?
They live in wetlands and by stagnant water, and they croak quite loudly. It sounds something like this. Apparently there are lots of them near the ponds around Zhelyov.
All right, I'll find a place where the toads are croaking. But what then? How do I make them sit on the egg?
You don't. You just place it in their nest and wait to see if one sits on it.
But I could be waiting until doomsday.
Oh, don't exaggerate. Leave it there for a day and a night, and I bet it'll turn into a basilisk egg.
And how'd you tell that? By the colour? Or the smell, maybe?
Well, who knows? Try it and see for yourself.
And, what do toads sound like? I want to make sure I don't get it wrong. So let's sum it up. I find a cockerel egg, leave it in the toad nest for a day and a night, and then bring it back to you.
Exactly. Best of luck, my friend.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck am I doing wrong?
What on earth are you doing here? What's with that hole?
What about it?
You've got a body in there. Admit it.
I ain't got nothing in there.
Then what are you up to here?
Look, I mean no disrespect, but I ain't having the best of days. So, thanks for stopping by, but no need to tarry for my sake.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I think not.
Come now. What is it you're up to?
But all right then, listen up. I'm Bolek.
And I'm Henry.
See, what I'm doing here is, how do I... Well, it's just to look for the Holy Grail.
You're looking for the Holy Grail? Here? Of all places?
Aye. It should be around here somewhere. Somewhere in the area.
Are you a complete lunatic? Why here of all places?
Because I met this old monk the other day. He wasn't entirely right in the head. He kept muttering to himself and looked the worse for wear. Not a pleasant sight, but I felt sorry for him. So I shared some wine and a piece of bacon with him, and he gave me a parchment with writing on it.
You can read?
Of course I can't read. I don't have time for that kind of tomfoolery. But I know a scribe over in Kuttenberg, and he read it to me. And what it said near knocked me on my arse.
Let me guess. Something about the Grail.
Aye! That filthy scrap of parchment described exactly where the Chalice of Christ was hidden.
Seriously?
Well, I mean, not actually exactly. It was more like a bunch of verses, but it's a great clue.
Really? Do tell.
You think I'd let you in on it?
And what are you going to do?
Well, then I'll have it, won't I?
They'll come after you. Word will get out that you have it. If you're lucky, they'll offer to buy it for a pittance. If you're not, they'll cut your throat while you sleep. How long do you think you'll last?
I hadn't thought of it that way.
Now, if you tell me what you know, I'll introduce you to people who'd happily give you a castle filled with gold in exchange for the Grail. And I'll make sure you live to enjoy it.
You might be right. I could use a partner who knows his stuff. All right, listen. The monk gives me this parchment and it says, "From 2 magical mountains, gazing to the heavens. Like a thirsty pilgrim I tread the trail. Across the verdant valley to Land's End. There shall I drink from the spring that will not suffer my breath to fail."
Let me see that part.
Here. Can you make anything out?
It looks like it's been torn out of a book.
I hadn't thought of that.
Part of the rhyme might be missing. Or maybe there's a map to go with it.
Of course! A map! Why didn't I think of that?
Are you all right?
I might know who has the map. 1,000 thanks, Henry. You can keep that parchment. You've been a big help.
Well, good luck then.
It was good to see you, my friend.
What was hell?
How are you faring?
Well, you know how it is. We minstrels are always on the move. Times are lean and folk need a laugh.
You're not wrong. The poorer people get, the more they drink and sin, and laugh while they're at it.
The poor man sins, the noble sins twice, but the monk and priest are the masters of vice.
What's your name, Minch?
They call me Dancer.
And can I hear them?
If you come by after a show, maybe I'll let you give me one yourself, But now, alas, there's no...
Why the rush?
Our tricks and jests rub some respectable old farts up the wrong way at the town. Our tomcat entertained the bailiff's wife, in the hay, and he caught them in the act.
I bet he didn't find it funny, did he? And they say there's no place for sin anymore.
Indeed. The bailiff don't take to his pizzle being yanked.
Should we play dice?
I'm game, if you're not a...
Lose.
What game would you like?
Wagoners!
Let's play.
I hope luck will be on my side today. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Well, you're not afraid of anything. If I was you, I'd take it. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. Done.
I should get going.
Good game. You deserve it.
Good doggy. Good boy.
God!
Oh, God!
Lord be with you.
I heard you've got a rather unusual cockerel. Pitch black.
And what's so unusual about that? A black cockerel isn't anything out of the ordinary.
True. But I've also heard your cockerel lays eggs.
Oh? Where do you hear such nonsense?
Ah, you know how it is. Rumours spread and everyone twists and embellishes them. I'm just curious if there's any truth to it.
Someone must have been pulling your leg. I don't have any cockerel like that.
Don't worry.
Oh.
I don't mean you any trouble. I've seen a boar give birth to piglets and a bull that gave milk. People always talked about blessings or even miracles. Wouldn't it be a shame to keep something like that from the world?
All right, I'll tell you, but I'd really appreciate it if you didn't spread it around too much. I did have a black cockerel. A young one, since my Boniface died recently. But that black one was so small and stunted, just peculiar. So, I decided to put it down and took it to the woods. A run like that wasn't even fit for soup.
Did the black cockerel really lay eggs?
Oh, aye. One evening, it started drooping its head in a strange way, and I was worried it was going to die. Then the next morning, I go to the coop, and the little devil is alive and well, sitting on eggs. And the next day, it's at it again. Either it was stealing them from the hens, or it was laying them itself.
And did you keep any of its eggs?
No. I took them away along with the carcass. Who knows? There might have been something devilish about them.
Where exactly did you take the cockerel?
Just over there, to the edge of the woods. There's a little dung heap. You might still find it there.
All right.
Show me.
Here it is. Poor thing. Let's hope the egg's here too. You silly mutt.
How your word and a church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus
I'm always glad.
You
to
have
see
a kind
polite
master,
people
eh,
like you.
Doggy?
God be
It
with you.
happens. Just watch
God be
where
with
you're
you.
going next time.
How's the watch going?
Not bad.
How can I help?
My boss.
Sir,
I'd like.
don't worry.
I can't.
Excellent.
I'll glad.
Excellent.
I must say, you really know how to treat a girl. But don't expect a discount. I apologise.
Oh, you fool.
I'd like to do something. Wow.
That's quite a... You see? Thank you, sir. And come again.
Ah, the toads are croaking here. There's a egg from the black cockerel, too. So let's do this. All right. Now it's just a matter of waiting a day for the toads to... Rude. But I'd better leave so I don't disturb them while they're, bloody hell.
Someone should really do something about it.
Greetings, my friend.
Would you like to...
What game would you...
I actually...
Go ahead and tell France and Vashek, too.
Greetings to you.
Bring me something.
Good day to you.
Can I get some...
But of course, sir. And
I'll just...
no problem.
All right, here's your groschen.
I knew we'd... Our beds are clean, and you can eat...
Where can I find...
It's upstairs, right behind the stairs. It's easy to find.
Not a bad day. Now, just to close up.
Christ, what a day.
Guten Tag. Good day, good day.
Greetings, my...
Would you like to play...
What game would...
How about...
Let's play.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Praise the Lord.
Same to you.
One more time.
Like this.
Greetings.
Hi. People. Here. Oh, come on.
What's your name, Pooch?
My God, what now?
These ones here. Like this. Damn! What's this? Damn it. They're yours, lad.
God bless. Good day to you.
Here.
God be with you. Greetings, young friend.
Damn! Shit!
Well, this doesn't seem too bad. Here we are.
That can't be. It just can't be.
Why the hell
Aren't those dice
Why is this all sticky?
You're always welcome, good sir.
I'd like to use...
Certainly.
Do you have some...
Don't.
I can't.
Excellent.
I'll...
I didn't know a man could be... I apologize.
Damn! Completely...
God be with
silly
you.
doggy.
Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Ugh, go away.
I've got the basilisk egg.
Really? Surely you... Quickly, give it here.
Oh, sure. No need to thank me.
Sorry, of course. I'm grateful, and I will reward you. The basilisk won't hatch from the egg, but it would look great on a shield. I could paint it for you, as a keepsake. I don't have any coin right now, but you know what? Take this ring of mine. If you don't like it, you can at least sell it for a few groschen.
Thanks. So, what now?
As soon as I've prepared everything I need. But I'd like some peace and privacy for it, if you don't mind.
Seriously? I just want to watch.
No, you distract me. Understand that I have to handle something this rare with extreme care.
Fine. Sorry. I reckon I'll leave then.
Wait,
What are you hoping to achieve? A basilisk can kill with a glance.
It depends. Some people...
And is it smart to mix something like that into paint?
I appreciate your concern, but you don't need to worry. To be honest, I don't expect the paint I mix to be miraculous. What matters more is the quality of the pigments and the correct proportions.
Then why did I go to so much trouble?
It's all about the story. When I tell people how difficult it was to acquire the paint, they'll happily pay me to decorate their hall with something so miraculous.
Or they'll have you whipped for making it all up.
That could happen too. That's why you've got to be careful about what you reveal. And more importantly, to whom.
What's making such a mess in your head?
It's hard to explain, sorry. But sometimes I almost wish my cursed skull were as empty as that painted one on the shelf.
So what are you going to do, once you've made the basilisk paint?
I'd like to leave here soon for another job, but I still have something very important to finish.
And what exactly do you need to finish?
I need to meet with someone, but right now I need to mix this basilisk paint. Come back tomorrow.
Christ, pardon me. You silly doggy.
Welcome, sir.
My boss.
Certain.
I could use.
Great.
I'm glad.
Excellent. You really know how to treat a girl. I hope I see you again soon. Good boy.
Needs to simmer a bit longer.
Henry! I'm glad you turned up. I paid Osina my last few groschen for it, and even had to paint a lewd picture above his bed. But I feel like he cheated me.
Well, honestly, I can't tell much at a glance. But why do you even need a sword? Are your customers refusing to pay?
No. I'm preparing for my final unfinished work here in the Trotsky region. A duel to the death.
You never give a thought to drinking, wenches, or whether you need new boots, do you?
On the contrary, I finally see everything clearly.
Well, that's just great. Who are you planning to fight?
His name is Burkhard.
And you've suddenly decided to become a protector of the region?
It's not the region I want to protect. It's my own sanity.
Well, it's a little late for that.
Very funny. I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear. Burkhard must die. He must die. Over and over again. I can't even work anymore.
Why's that?
It's because I know Burkhard. He's the old acquaintance I need to meet.
What kind of man is this Burkhard, anyway?
A vile one, if you can call him a man at all. He's known for beating his victims to death with a helmet, just for pleasure. He even has a special notch on it, just for that purpose.
Well, if you've known this man for so long, why are you only deciding to get rid of him now?
Don't think I just woke up one day and decided to go kill him. Honestly, when I found out he was here, my first thought was to run. But on my way out of here, I was nearly hit by an arrow.
The archer and the gambler?
Mm-hmm. I realized it was a sign. I couldn't run, so I started looking for ways to get rid of Burkhard.
What kind of ways?
I'm not sure I should even tell you.
Look at me. At everything I've done for you. Don't you think you can trust me?
Henry. My friend. All right. I won't beat around the bush. You know how I said I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear. Burkhard must die. He must die. I can't sleep, eat, or work because of it. So I've tried to get that murderer out of my head using some unchristian methods. That shrine and the egg, they weren't about my artistic experiments, but my desperation.
What were you doing at Veles's shrine?
When our Lord wouldn't help me, I tried praying to someone else.
What was the egg for? You're not hunting down a basilisk somewhere, are you?
No, definitely not. I really did use it for the paint. And also for a kind of prayer.
Holy Mary.
She wasn't the one I prayed to.
You've just been leading me on this whole time.
I can't deny it. But thanks to you, I've had some good days.
Well, that's nice for you.
I'm sorry. I know I used you. And I regret it.
You know what? Let's not talk about it anymore. So, you're just going to trade your brush for a sword and kill a wanted murderer, yeah?
What else can I do? I can't get him out of my head, and the law clearly doesn't care. So let God judge us. I'll challenge Burkhard to a fair duel.
I don't mean to underestimate you, but there wouldn't be anything fair about that. Fine, but I still don't understand why this man weighs so heavily on your mind. How do you know him?
No, I can't tell you that.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry, Henry. I know I'm not giving you many answers, but believe me, I'm telling you everything I can.
You lied to me the whole time. You dodged all my questions.
I don't see any other way. Do you know how many lives he took from others?
I'll take care of him myself.
I can't ask that of you.
Don't worry. If I end up in hell, it certainly won't be because of your Burkhard.
Henry?
If I challenge him to a duel, it'll still be fair, won't
I suppose so.
How will I know it's Burkhard?
I'd say his sins will be written all over his face, but I'm not naive. He'll definitely have his helmet with a notch on the brim.
Who put the bounty on him?
If I remember correctly, it was the bailiff of Troskowitz, and that means something. I've heard Thrush isn't one to part with his money easily, but without proper proof, he won't give you the bounty.
A fella like that won't be alone, will he? Does he have a gang?
I'd bet my boots he does. At least half a dozen men. But since we're on the subject, I'd like to ask you for something. Burkhard likes to recruit young lads with no sense of purpose in life. He promises them money, wenches, and respect. And they repay him with blind loyalty. Sometimes even with their lives. Feel free to rough them up a bit or kick their asses, but don't kill them. I know very well they're not evil, just lost souls. And I feel sorry for people like that.
How do you know so much about them?
Let's just say I've met a few of them before.
All right. I'll try not to hurt them. Unless it's absolutely necessary. If you were preparing to face him, you must know where to find him, right?
Not exactly, unfortunately. They say he's hiding somewhere in Apollonia, and that was enough for me. I plan to find him by ear. A gang like that can be heard miles away.
So, now I know everything. And don't worry, it'll all turn out fine.
Are you sure I shouldn't handle this myself?
It'll be simpler this way.
All right then.
Easy, good horse. Burkhard and his band should be skulking around here somewhere.
You! Get out, now!
Calm down. I'm just going to talk to Burkhard. I'll find him, talk to him, and then I'm gone. So, you're the famous Burkhard.
The one and only.
I'm Henry of Skalitz.
And what brings you here, Henry of Skalitz?
I came because of my friend. And also for the bounty on your head.
Straight to the point. I like that. How about joining me instead? There's always room for someone with your kind of balls.
Join you? Never. It was bastards like you who slew my parents.
What a pity. So, what are we going to do about my head?
I offer you the chance to end your wretched life with honor. A duel to the death.
I've killed more people than I can count, but an honorable do.
Draw your weapon then. And don't try any tricks with that helmet.
Oh, looks like you know quite a bit about me. What a shame to lose you.
Oh! You son of a bitch!
He's dead! Run before we get killed too!
Christ, this must be the helmet the painter was talking about. I should take it as proof. Good dog, Mats. Show me. I'd like to discuss... Is this...
You must be...
Aye.
Great! Happy to do it, sir. Take care, sir.
How did the bounty for Burkhard come about?
Still can't remember?
I'd say you can sleep peacefully again.
Finally.
But what?
I don't know. I suppose I thought I'd feel a lot more relieved. All those years of suffering, and what's at the end of it? Still the same emptiness. But don't let that trouble you. Tell me, what you did with Burkhard's gang.
I only killed Burkhard. I left the others alone. But whether any of them will change their ways, I can't say. Maybe I just made someone else's life harder in the future.
That's possible, I won't lie to you. But even so, I'm proud of you. By the way, what about Burkhard's helmet? Do you have it with you?
Sure. Why do you ask?
I was just thinking it could use a splash of color. And not just it. I could paint that cursed helmet on your shield. What do you say?
Do whatever you think best. I'm just glad you didn't get yourself killed.
Just make sure you don't regret it later. But I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. I hope you know that. And before you go, I'll paint that helmet nicely for you. You'll be amazed.
Now, gratitude is a fine thing, but...
If it's a...
To start with, What's your real name?
See? But I've had many names in my life. Some completely ordinary. Others so grand, they'd leave you breathless. But just call me Voiter. And don't trouble yourself with the rest. Oh, would it change anything between us if I told you I'm now Wizard Zito or John Barleycorn?
Where did you get that skull of yours?
What kind of question is that? Where did you get yours?
What? Well, obviously, it's mine. I've had it since I was born.
See? And it's the same with me. Maybe I didn't have it in the cradle, but it's always been here, waiting for me. Somewhere.
How did you really find out about Velis's shrine? Even the locals have almost forgotten it.
You'd be surprised at all the things I know, and all the things you could know, if you stopped now and then to think.
What really happened between you and Burkhard? You said you knew him. How?
Henry, please, don't ask me about him. I'll gladly talk with you about anything else, but I want to put him out of my head for good. Out of both of them.
Well, thanks a lot for your answer.
Are you angry with me? I swear I haven't lied to you.
Only because you didn't tell me anything worthwhile. You're quick to change your tune, aren't you?
It's just... everything is more complicated than it seems. But you're right. You deserve an answer. Except, between these walls, it's hard for me to open up. I need to be on solid ground, at home, to speak more freely. My work here in the Trotsky region is finally done, but I'll stay a little while longer. I'd like to get to know the place better, and with a bit of luck, I won't end up tied to a tree this time. But I'll head home soon, to Kutenberg. You know what? Stop by and see me there sometime. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about.
What if I want my shield painted again? Where can I find you?
Like I said, I'll be staying here for a little while. But if we meet in Kutenberg, I'd be happy to paint something for you there too.
What a day.
All right then. I'll meet you in Kutenberg.
I can't wait, my friend.
You silly doggy.
What? Hey, fella!
Are you a blacksmith?
And you? Be my guest.
Glad to hear that.
Oh, sorry, brother.
Well, what are you doing here?
Our forge has gone undone for.
So war, eh?
Aye, well, that's just the way it is. I could do with a bit of coin right now.
All right.
Great. And because...
Definitely.
Let's do...
God in heaven, you're seeing this.
In God's name!
Sakura! You
put up a decent fight, Yura. I'll remember that levering trick.
Careful! My respects.
Good day.
I feel like she...
Perhaps...
True. So what exactly is...
Before you ride your first race, you must. Otherwise you would feel like a fool having... We ride up above the camp, where I paced it all out myself. Do not try it anyway. If you do not want to guide the horse yourself, let it follow the path. It will find the right route on its own.
What can I shoot with?
A bow or a small crossbow. We have 3 types of different courses have different scoring systems.
How do I know which way to go?
The course you will ride is always marked. If you still get lost...
Anything else?
You have limited time. If you finish before anything else, you would...
Tell me how...
I hang 3 types of targets around the core. A round one is worth 1 point. A straw dummy, which is a bit harder to hit, is 3 points. And the basket is worth 5 points. You do not have to hit the center. It is enough to knock them down.
Well, that sounds rather...
You'd be surprised. I recently had to change the rules. Archers kept stopping right in front of the targets. In the end, they only saw the first bend of the course and their horses hardly trotted at all. So, if you reach the finish before time runs out, you get 5 bonus points. That should spur you on.
A nice incentive.
Tried and tested.
Give me a tip.
Study each course. Then you will figure out where it is better to shoot from a distance, giving you more time to reload. And likewise, where you can shoot up close because the next target is far away. If you forget something, feel free to ask.
Good to know.
Now, first, you will ride the course I call Torque. It is more than enough to get acquainted with mounted archery. It is not particularly difficult and it is fairly long, so you will have plenty of time to try everything. It just goes in a loop, so let your horse follow the path. It will leave your hands free for shooting. To win, you only need to match my number of points. If you shoot more, so much the better for. For starters, I will waive the bets as well.
All right.
Áruljon a tömeg, és bökjön felfelé hüvelykujjával! Áldozzunk a legki, dicsérjük a csodát! The rider is in position. Ready?
fuck? Ooh, yeah. Hey. Whoa.
Son.
All right.
That was not good. You are only just since you are ready.
For sure.
The first challenge is still the... It is one of the... Let us get ready. You're not coming. Don't teach you. Henry's ready. Ready?
Hit! Kurwa! Sakra! Ooh, yeah! One, two, three. Hit!
It is over!
So,
you have conquered the first course. Though Karachi's spirit must have helped, for the second challenge you will ride a different course. I think I might, since you are already here.
Hang the...
For the second, if you let, I will allow you.
I'm curious.
You're not Tomag. Teach it. Ready? Ready?
Down it goes. Nice. Nice. Ooh, yeah. Whoa.
Befejeződött!
So,
If I counted correctly, you have now. You improve with only the third and final challenge. Do you want to run?
Let's do it.
Now the third. You are already. I will set up.
Oh.
That we will.
Let's.
Fire at hot. Ah, yours! Henry's ready. Hold on.
Sacra! Sacra! Ooh, yeah! Woohoo! Den Wolle! Slowly. Nice and slow. Yes! Nice one, Henry. Nice one, Henry. Hit! Oh. So,
that was not good enough. You are only. Do you want? Let's the final. If you run the Amu Yonatan Dichi. Harry's ready. Hold on.
Yes! Ooh, yeah! One, two, three. Take that! Hey, third in a row. Down it goes. Slowly. Nice and slow. Nice one, Henry. Three in a row. Nice. Whoa.
I knew it! Brilliant!
It is.
All right.
Do not play. The third course is conquered. I look at you that way too. So
Excellent.
You have enough skill now to try other courses and make sure you place a wager next.
I reckon I'm man.
As I said, though, you should.
I'm counting.
Takaroj!
My respects.
I just go to...
I've done Bibrek, but that's probably not enough to settle your...
It certainly is. I would rather...
Of course. Are you calling...
Sure, but first, so you do not whine later.
You're right. So how do these races work?
First, you should know these races are a bit different from the one you run against Tibor. You lost the bet as well. Once a day, up above the camp, we have a small... Then they places...
What are the...
There are the tricks. You can...
It'd be an...
Do not... You can, but take anything...
Tell me more about... Where are they located?
So I do not have to memorize every boulder around here. Which ones are you interested? If you... But now...
What am I...
The first... Just so...
Where are we getting...
To Semi. Go round. We will... Vrasajan Gras Brachos. I hope this won't be a... Prepare yourself. Elves.
Come on! Go! Go! I'm back again. Let's go. Go. Quick. We did it! That was something, eh?
He's really pushing that guy. My respect. The others are...
All right. How did it all end, Mick?
You came first, but that was just a little warm-up ride. To let the second race is going to be a proper event. We do not have to wait all day this time. We can just go again.
I'm in.
Like I say, you will be passing 3 checkpoints. The first one is by that Samin pond, which you already know. Then you will continue east to the Zhar homestead, and finally you will head northwest to Zheleyov. The last checkpoint is right on the village green, so be careful not to run anyone over. Then get back west to us, straight to the finish line.
Pond?
Watch out for the livestock. Let us ride. Sirdenle Ashva, the saddle and strap hooves. Get your horses ready.
Go! On to the next! Come on! Ka! On to the next! Come on! Keep it up. Go! I'm back again. Let's go. Come on. Go. Quick.
He's really pushing that.
We did it. Phew.
The others are be patient. Here you are.
So tell me, what place did I get?
A second victory for you. And that was a proper racing event. Good job. I reckon I know which course you will do last. We do not have to wait all day this time. We can just go again if you fancy.
Cool then.
Let us do this. There will be 4 checkpoints.
Let's hear it.
The first checkpoint is on the green in Zhalayov, which you know already. You will head northeast from the start, out of the village, and carry on that way. The second checkpoint is not far from the quarry, below that twin tower castle on the hill. Then you will head south to the Troskowitz graveyard. Once you have passed that checkpoint, keep going south to the greengrocer's farm in Slatego. Then go west from Slatego straight to the finish line.
So that's twice northeast, twice south, then west for the finish.
Finish first, and I will accept your word in the dispute. Let us set off. Vrasajan Grasprach.
I hope this won't be
Get
as boring
set.
as last time.
Go! Yeah! Go! Yeah!
Quick! Go! Which way now? Quick! Ah! Ah! Keep it up. Quick. Hang in there! Come on! We can do it! Now just to get back. Keep it up. Quick! Go! Quick! Just a bit further. Whoa! Whoa!
He's really pushing that.
There! Good.
What's up, Pooch? The others wait for them. Here you are.
How did things go with the race?
First place. It was a joy to watch, I tell you. You have covered 3 laps now, so you know what it is like racing with Zamur at your side. I take your word as equal to a true Lavaris.
I'm glad to hear it.
If you want to try again, feel free to drop by. But I will be taking bet and only letting you ride once a day, so the horse is not run into the ground. You will have more routes to choose from, and I will put the region's best riders up against you. There is plenty to look forward to.
Understood. I've completed...
And we shall keep...
Just you wait. All right. I've conscientiously completed both of your challenges. Me and my horse had a great time.
Fine, we understand, but what about the altar?
Well, who does it belong to?
I reckon it's...
Wait! If you decide in my favor, I will teach you a riding technique you cannot learn anywhere else.
Ha! I have something even better. Agree with me and I will teach you my secret archery trick.
You think I can't judge fairly? Tell me about that technique.
My grandfather taught me this technique. And I will teach you how to hold your seat properly, so you get the best draw on your bow and give your arrows more power.
And now you, Mikolai.
My father taught me this trick. I will teach you how to read the terrain and roads. If anyone waits around the bend, they will not catch you off guard.
So,
let me help you a bit more. Say the altar belongs to Karachin, and you will get his chanfron. I need not tell you what a rarity that is.
What good is chanfron? The horse can hardly see the road in it. Henry, if the altar goes to Zamur, I will give you his bridle. It will make your horse fly like the wind.
You two are quite a pair. My final decision. Both of them.
What?
What the...
The wisest possible decision. You know, as I looked more closely at Mikolai's fences, Bibrek's targets, and finally that altar of yours, it is like your marks on this region. Both of you must miss your homeland. No wonder that here in a foreign land, you want to create your own piece of home. The altar, the pennants in the fields, and the targets along the roads will remain here for some time, even after you're gone. But look at yourselves. A fella might think you're like brothers, or two cockerels on one dung pile.
Brothers? For your information, Zamur had only one son, and that is me.
I knew it. I knew Zamur was not some famed horseman.
Oh yes, he was. But he also happened to be my father, so...
If my grandfather Karachin heard you, he would laugh himself off his horse. Though it would be for the first and last time.
I knew Karachin had to be some relation of yours. So, there you have it, Henry. Still insist on that decision?
I kind of suspected there was something more personal to it. My decision stands. The altar should belong to both of you. Is it really such a terrible compromise?
It is not.
But since you act like you know both of us so well...
Then you surely know our horses too.
I got mine from my father as a shivering foal.
And I got mine from my grandfather. He recognized a good horse even when his sight was failing.
So, tell us their names.
First of 1,000.
You missed.
I even know.
And Mikolai rides tooth.
So I ride races and shoot like a fool, and you just toss me aside?
Wait a moment.
You tried to trick us, and it did not work.
Here, at least take something from us as...
Perhaps it will help you win some silver that you can wager with us.
If you want to try racing again, you know where to find me.
And if you would prefer...
Well...
You know what I'm thinking, Mick?
What?
That we did not find common ground until the same outsider tried to swindle both of us.
Dilino. No chacho.
Show me.
Middle also
Come
on.
Just you. All right, I've Me and my...
Fine.
Well...
All right.
Wait! If you...
Agree.
You think... Tell me about that.
I will...
And now...
I will...
So...
Let me say the...
What good...
My... Both of them.
What?
What?
The why, you know, it is like both no one, the old, but look at you.
Brother? Oh, yes. I
kind of might have said, is it really?
But see,
Then you
I go. And so.
First of 1,000.
Right on target. Though he mostly calls his horse Dund.
You call your mare something else as well.
So you do have something in common.
Grandfather Korochin would likely be pleased if we made peace.
Father Zamur must have been tired of all these constant quarrels too. So, what about these rewards now?
I believe I'm entitled to rewards from both of you, am I not?
Very well. As a proper Yas, I keep my word.
And I too.
That should do it. Do you need anything else?
We need to decorate the altar a bit more.
I definitely want to put this arrowhead there. And the coal for evil forces.
I shall bring racing horseshoes. Umarikli.
And the jug of kumis.
I hope you've got enough space there.
Never you mind. Should there be any dispute, we know who will judge us again.
All right. I'll leave you to it for now. See ya.
Such a gajo. And... He still outsmarted us, did he not?
Good to see you.